Hello. Thank you, friends, for waiting. I only hope that this time Red Knot does not completely dick my fucking stream. I know what I said. I upgraded my video drivers, so hopefully that'll help. Right. Skip that. Well, here we go. Right, forgot the CD again. Piss ass. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Also, just remember to save regularly just in case. Gopes dogs. Also, the the preview window scrolled up again. Hold on. There. Until I can confirm I can make meaningful progress, I'm going to be pouty.
Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania.
That is simply the way of it.
Welcome to my latest case. Dear Ned, remember Sally McDonald, the woman who took those photos that Dad has up in his office? Well, she just bought a house in Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. A gangster named Mickey Malone built it back in the 20s as his country getaway. We're talking major fixer-upper. Anyway, last night Sally called and she said she desperately needed my detective skills. She refused to say why over the phone. Naturally, I said I'd drive to Moon Lake immediately. But weird things started happening the moment I pulled up. First, this big tree fell down behind my car and has me totally blocked in. And then I discovered that Sally's gone. She left a note that suggested something terrible happens here at night. She's supposed to call me from her car. So here I sit, writing to you while I wait for the phone to ring. It's nighttime, and although part of me is dying to know what frightened Sally away, another part of me is starting to feel a little uneasy. I'll let you know what happens. Ever yours, Nancy.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Sally. We have to talk fast because I'm in my car and my cell phone's running low, so we might get cut off. But did you see my note?
Yes, are you all right?
No, I feel awful bailing on you like that. You must think I'm...
Actually, one last tweak because I'm noticing that all the changes I did to my layout are gone. Oh! Hello, Lazarus. Thank you. Let me just do this tweak, and then I'll get back to game. Properties. One less of those. Okay. Just don't want to be cutting off the game window.
such a flake.
I'm just worried about you. What's wrong?
I couldn't stand the thought of spending another night there. I knew you were on your way, but it didn't help. I just got too scared.
You make it sound like the house is haunted or something.
Not the house, the woods. Just wait until it gets dark.
Not the
Then
house,
you'll see.
the Moon Lake.
What am I saying? Nancy, you shouldn't be there by yourself either. Why don't you just go get in your car and go home? Or drive to Philadelphia. My aunt's got plenty of room.
No way. You've got me so curious, I wouldn't leave even if I could.
What do you mean?
A tree fell down behind my car just as I was driving up to the house. I'm blocked in.
Oh, the dead maple beside the driveway. Oh, they told me it was in danger of falling over when I had the place inspected. I just never got around to doing anything about it. Listen, call M's Emporium. That's a store on the lake. Emily knows everybody. She'll know who to call if she decides to answer her phone.
It's late. Won't the store be closed?
Where's my brain? Okay, look. I just bought a little outboard motorboat. I haven't used it yet, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine. It's tied up at the dock out front. Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just get away from the house.
Why? What on earth do you think is gonna happen?
The dogs. Dogs. Out of nowhere. They're outside howling and snarling. Teeth and claws. Horrible.
Dogs? Hello? Did you say dogs? Hello?
Game's been saved. More of that.
What is that?
Alright, let's just
Something's
experience
out
this
there.
fuck again.
Now look what you've done. That was a Strix Varia. At least I think it was. Never know for sure now, will I?
I'm sorry, but you startled me. What are you doing out here?
Birds. I'm trying to look for birds. What are you doing out here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm staying in this house, and I heard a lot of weird noises, so I came out here to investigate.
That was me, Miss Nancy Drew, calling in birds. And doing a pretty good job of it, too, till you showed up. Where'd you come from, anyway?
Oh, is there a route through his dialogue that lets him obscure his name?
I'm staying here in the old Malone place.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? The Malone house is no place for one young woman, let alone two.
What do you know about the woman living here?
I talked to her a couple of times. But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good. She acted real anxious, scared.
Did she say what was wrong?
The dogs. The dogs of Mickey Malone. Legend goes that when Malone was finally arrested and hauled away, his 4 dogs went running off into the woods and were never seen
The dogs
again.
of Mickey
People
Mouse.
would just hear them, howling like their hearts were broken every night until one by one, they all died and went silent. But every time someone tries living in the Malone house, back they come.
Are you saying Sally's house is haunted by ghost dogs?
Every night, ever since she moved in, you could hear them howling. And some nights the dogs would appear outside the house, running around, snarling and barking and throwing themselves at the doors and windows. And then they'd be gone. They're buried in the cemetery just beyond the house, you know. Them and Malone both.
The dogs would attack her house?
It's like they don't want anybody but Malone living there. I guess they don't know he's dead. And so are they.
Fingers
she ever
crossed,
call
this is
the
where it
police?
crashed last
This isn't
time.
New York City, Miss Nancy Drew. All they got around here is one officious little park ranger. And all Jeff Akers does is sit around all day trying to figure out how he can get himself transferred out of here to a bigger park.
Are you a native of Moon Lake?
I just come to Moon Lake in the spring to look for birds. Got an observation platform just up the path, kind of my base camp, and I've got a little outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake. Don't really need it.
Are those the ghost dogs?
Yes, ma'am. Which is why I think it would be a good idea if I went my merry way and you got yourself back inside that house. Good luck, Miss Nancy Drew.
Okay, alright. Seems promising. I have to click out because otherwise my shortcuts don't work. Not currently in Sag mode.
This is not good.
Oh fuck, that dog knows how to open doors. Maybe. Pupper! Puppy! Huh, I wasn't expecting them to just let me hop out. Oh well. I don't think it's that bad. That note I already read. Well, water testing. Cut down dead tree. Technically already solved that. Poem, probably a hint for something. Alright. There's this.
Rotten floorboards. Watch your...
That right there is a Miyazaki trap. Oh. Vetus, Iggy, Lucy, and Xander.
It's stuck. I need some sandpaper.
I need some sandpaper.
This must be Red's observation platform.
Not that I know what his name is. One more for safety.
The boat's full of water.
Oh, I can't look at anything else yet.
I need a bucket.
Tire, fancy statue. Sound of door rattling. Wow, screwdriver.
The spark plug is missing. I gotta have some torque.
Gotta have some torque.
The spark plug is missing.
Vaguely remember there being some kind of outdoor tool shed. Oh, there it is. Tool shedding and tool parting.
It's locked.
This game has some of the stupidest, amusing ways to just die arbitrarily. One sec, just gonna
A
inhale
face
some
only
pesticides.
a gnome could love.
What? Key.
Oh, the key broke off.
God damn it!
Locked. It's locked. It's locked.
The first technological advancement Nancy drews. Now I have a PDA. Shit's locked and all the doors are rusted. Ugh, it's no good. Gonna have to find another way. Ugh, it's no good. I'm gonna have to find another way. I heard www.herinteractive.com is a great place to learn about the latest detective techniques. I'll have to check it out when I get back home. Wink. Get spark plug for boat. Ask Sally. Pump's not working. See if ranger station has any information how to fix or prime a pump. Find bucket to bail out boat. Found Red's observation platform. He'll probably be there during the night. Get sandpaper to fix stuck dog figure. The names of famous dogs in the living room are Iggy, Vetus, Xander, and Lucy. I bet the statues of the dogs in the living room are some kind of puzzle that may open a secret door compartment. Call Sally, tell her about the ghost dog attack. Find out how to get Sally's well water tested. Investigate the cemetery. There's a map somewhere in the house that'll show the way. Met Red Knott, local bird watcher. Told me strange story about the ghost dogs and Mickey Malone. Seems to be a night owl. Wait until after dark to see if the ghost dogs attack. Right, anything aside from this this death pump? Yeah, it's not. Nine, 3, 8, 9.
Hello?
Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Nancy, did you see them? Did you see the dogs?
Yes, I did, and I can understand why you left. They were pretty frightening. But if it's okay with you, I'd really like to stay and get to the bottom of whatever's going on. That's why you asked me here in the first place, right?
Yes, but Nancy, are you sure?
Positive. Consider Detective Drew officially on the case.
Ow.
I wish I were even half the trooper you are, Nancy. I have such high hopes for that house. All the beauty there, the wildlife, all the pictures I was going to take. It would break my heart to have to give it up.
I need you to tell me everything you can about those dogs.
They're black and they have yellow glowing eyes and they don't like me one bit.
When's the first time you saw them?
Well, let's see. I heard them the very first night I was here. I heard them almost every night, howling in the distance, but I didn't actually see them until I'd been here about a week. After that, they started appearing pretty much every other night.
Did they always come around the same time, or did it vary?
Actually, they always came around the same time. What are you getting at?
These attacks seem to involve a lot of choreography, which reinforces my theory that you're not being randomly attacked by a pack of wild dogs, but by dogs who've been trained by someone determined to scare you out of your house at Moon Lake.
Who
Wow.
would want to do that? My my closest neighbor lives 2 miles away. My property is surrounded by the state park, but it's off-season, so hardly anybody is in the park. In fact, I bet I talked to a total of 3 people the whole 4 weeks I was at Moon Lake.
Which 3 people?
Let's see, the park ranger, I forget his name, kind of a pain in the neck. Emily Griffin, she's the one who owns that store I told you about. And I ran into this bird watcher a couple of times. Had a funny name.
Red Knott. I've run into him too.
I mean, yeah, it's
Other
a
than people
funny
I may have
name.
nodded hello to while getting gas or something, I swear those are the only people I've talked to at Moon Lake.
What about River Heights? Can you think of anyone there who'd want you to sell your house at Moon Lake and move back to River Heights?
You mean like an angry ex-boyfriend or something? Nope, I sure can't.
Since I'm going to be staying here a while, is there anything I should know about the place?
Well, let's see. I've got the water turned off because it's well water and it needs to be tested before I can use it for anything. In fact, if you could get that testing done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, and watch where you walk in the living room. Some of the floorboards are so rotten you could fall right through. And I keep hearing these faint squeaks and rustling type noises coming from below the floor. I hope you're not scared of mice.
Your outboard motorboat is missing a spark plug. Is there one around here by any chance?
I wouldn't know a spark plug if I swallowed one whole. But you need that boat, Nancy.
One hole?
Right now,
Plus
it's
way?
your lifeline. You can't use your car, and believe me, you can't walk anywhere because all the paths around the house end in this thick, horrible brush. You've got to get it fixed. Wait a minute. The bird watcher, he's got a boat. Maybe you could borrow his spark plug or something. Go down the path that's to the right as you look out toward the lake from the house, and you'll eventually see his observation platform. Try him at night. He never seems to be around during the day.
I could really use some sandpaper. Do you have any stashed away somewhere?
Sure don't. Try M's Emporium. That's on the west side of the lake. And brace yourself if you haven't been there yet. The place is something else.
How well do you know the owner?
I feel like I've known her all my life. She's so open and friendly. She likes to make it sound as if Moon Lake used to be a major hangout for criminals and degenerates, which isn't really true and irks some people around here no end. But I figure she's just trying to make a buck.
How do I go about getting your water tested?
Try the ranger station on the east
Fucking
side of the lake.
perverts
I've been
and
told you
nasty
can get some kind of
creeps.
kit there.
I'm curious. Why did you characterize the park ranger as a pain in the neck?
I left part of a ham sandwich on a picnic table once. Big mistake. From the way he carried on, you'd think I just made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. I don't think he likes me. Emily says it's because I wrecked his dream of becoming super ranger or something when I bought the Malone house instead of the parks department. Me?
Oh,
I
wow.
think he just basically has a problem relating to people unless they're asking questions or breaking the law.
Hello. Thank you for the raid, Annie. Annie.
Where'd all that stuff in your tool shed come from?
It's just junk left behind by previous owners. Came with the house. I've been meaning to take
Hey, I got
inventory and start
something.
pitching stuff, but I didn't. If they ever make procrastination a crime, I'm done for.
God, big same. Also, hey, Habimare. Thank you for the follow. If if Twitch is measuring things accurately, I think that is actually my 50th. Which might mean I can start doing some dark things soon.
The wall hanging in the living room with a poem on it, and those dog carvings in that cabinet above the sofa. What can you tell me about them?
Aren't they cool? They came with the place. Sold the clock. Apparently, Malone had them custom made when he built the house. In fact, they're all built into the house. They're still there because you can't move them.
Has the clock ever worked?
Not for me. Oh, but get this. One day, I was messing with the hands. You know, trying to get them to work. And all of a sudden, one of the 4 little doors flew open, and instead of a cuckoo, this dog popped out and barked 3 times. It's a doggy clock. That Malone, bad as he was, he sure loved those dogs.
Damn, that's a good point. That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm excited. If that's the case, I'm not especially interested in like chasing becoming a Twitch partner or making a full thing with a brand or anything. But there's some fun stuff you can do once you're affiliate that makes like chilling in low to mid quantities a lot of fun. There are fun things you can do that are fun.
Talk to you later.
Clover,
Stay in touch.
December 2022. 2022. Alright, I guess nighttime, so I can get that spark plug. Nancy Narcolepsy comes in handy once again.
I'd better wait until daylight.
Anyway, time to go talk. Time to talk to Red Knott.
Well, it's Miss Nancy Drew.
Does that mean you'd like me to call you Mr. Red Knott?
All right, then. Hello, Nancy. Now put a muffler on it, would ya? I just heard a cerulean warbler.
Really? Are they rare?
Something tells me they're gonna be with you around. You didn't come up here to chit-chat, did you?
Do you know much about outboard motors?
Sure do.
Immediately
Only
stops
type of
whispering.
motorized vehicle that's allowed on Moon Lake. Heck, if it were up to me, I'd ban them too. Have everybody get around by canoe. Nothing like the threat of physical activity to keep tourists away.
You're not exactly a people person, are you?
I came to see birds, not
Yeah.
people. The more people there are in a forest,
Have a
the
good
fewer
one.
birds there are. It's a fact of life. Reason I like to come here is because nobody else does. It's perfect. Not a decent grocery store, restaurant, or motel for miles.
There's no place nearby that sells boat parts? Sally's outboard is missing a spark plug.
I might be able to help you out. After all, I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared.
Be prepared.
But I don't want to leave you unprepared.
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right here in my pocket. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take a few pictures for me. Know how to use a digital camera?
Sure. What would you like me to take pictures of?
Birds, of course. There's a couple of birds I'm supposed to take pictures of for PEPSOB. That's People for the Preservation and Study of Birds. You can recognize them by their songs, which are on this tape, which you can play on my cassette player, which you're gonna have to get from M's Emporium as soon as you get your boat fixed. Think you can handle that?
Sounds good.
Here's everything you'll need.
Wow.
M's Emporium is up lake on the west side. Not that I'm trying to get you out of my hair or anything, but try not to come pestering me till you're done, okay? One more thing. You smoke?
Hey, Nick. Yes, it is. Still pretty early. Hopefully the game doesn't crash a third time. And by crash, I mean crash my computer. The one thing you need to know, more so than the puppies, and also apologies for saying this late, but the thing about the puppies is that the puppies are haunting the house. They show up now and then, and they're going to be relevant a lot more soon. The most important thing you need to know is this man. His name is Red Knott, spelled exactly like you'd imagine.
Only when I'm on fire.
Oh, you're a spunky one, aren't you? Well, these woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry. One lit match, and the best bird habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke. So watch what you do. 'Cause if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore. I'll be looking for you. Watch yourself out there.
You know, fair, honestly. Well, That's fair then. Alright, daytime. Daytime to meet the other characters. Plus, circle, minus, plus.
I gotta have some torque.
Gotta have some torque. Nothing explicitly says plus, but I'm guessing it's just higher up. Well, if it makes you feel better, they're ghost dogs of Moon Lake. Alright. So, you know, last time I played this, I wasn't thinking it,